Do you know how many times the future of the United States almost ended? Without anyone remembering it, history remembers the presidents who were killed. What it often forgets are the moments when the future of the United States almost ended, but didn't. Behind the speeches, elections, and carefully framed portraits are near fatal moments where death stood inches from power. Misfires, missed shots, split-second decisions. Each one raises the same unsettling question. How different would the United States be if these men had died? Andrew Jackson, the first recorded attempt. In 1835, Andrew Jackson became the first sitting president to survive an assassination attempt. As he exited the Capitol, an attacker raised a pistol and fired at point-blank range. It misfired. A second pistol was drawn. Another trigger pulled. It misfired too. Jackson charged the attacker with his cane as stunned bystanders intervened. 2 weapon failures in seconds bordered on the impossible. Had either fired, the United States would have lost a president before organized presidential security even existed. Modern protection began not with policy, but luck. Theodore Roosevelt shot, then finished his speech. In 1912, Theodore Roosevelt was shot in the chest moments before a campaign speech. The bullet passed through his glasses case and a thick manuscript before lodging in his body. Doctors urged him to stop. He refused. Roosevelt spoke for nearly 90 minutes while bleeding from the wound, calmly telling the crowd it would take more than that to stop him. He survived, but the injury permanently damaged his health. A few inches deeper, and American political history would have fractured overnight. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the shot that missed history. In 1933, before taking office, Franklin D. Roosevelt narrowly avoided death during a public appearance. Shots rang out from the crowd. Roosevelt was not struck, but Chicago's mayor was killed instead. The nation, already crippled by economic collapse, focused on calm rather than chaos. Roosevelt pressed forward. Had he died before inauguration, the New Deal, Social Security, and modern federal power might never have existed. Harry Truman, a gunfight at the White House. In 1950, attackers attempted to storm Blair House, where Harry Truman was staying during White House renovations. A gun battle erupted with Secret Service agents. 1 officer was killed. 1 attacker died. Truman was upstairs, resting. The attempt forced a complete overhaul of presidential security and revealed how vulnerable power still was, even at its doorstep. Gerald Ford, 2 attempts in 1 month. In 1975, Gerald Ford survived 2 assassination attempts. Within weeks, in one case, the trigger was pulled, but the gun failed. In another, a shot missed by inches. The attempts reflected a nation still boiling from political scandal and war. Ford survived, but the warning was unmistakable. Ronald Reagan, seconds from death. In 1981, Ronald Reagan was shot after leaving a speech. At first, he didn't realize he'd been hit. The bullet had ricocheted and entered his chest, stopping just short of his heart. Doctors later confirmed survival came down to inches. Had Reagan died, Cold War diplomacy and global stability would have collapsed into uncertainty overnight. Barack Obama. Threats stopped before the spotlight. During his presidency, Barack Obama faced multiple confirmed assassination plots. Most were stopped before execution and rarely discussed publicly. Stability was prioritized. Transparency was sacrificed. Why these stories matter. Every failed assassination attempt carries a silent truth. History is fragile. A misfire, a delay, a moment of luck. The United States wasn't shaped only by what happened, but by what almost did. Follow Dark Evidence for more.